The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Gold has already broken out. XAU monthly candle chart. Looking on XAU USD 1350. You need to close above that. Well, if you look at the Australian dollar versus gold, it has already broken out, confirmed back last few months. Look at that precursor. So remember, it's the value of gold, but it's also the strength of the currency. You're looking at it, and if the currency is weakening, then you're going to need more of that currency to buy the same ounce of gold. So XAU USD, it went up high, it had peak, went back down, and then we had this type of pattern, and this was 1350. We were still waiting for a month to close above that. Canadian dollars look like this, but it's still below its all-time monthly defined resistance breakout lines at a 1700 or 1750 about, I think. But the Australian dollar, look, it broke out. Here's those wicks extending. You had some monthly defined resistance right here. Lots of noise above it. Sellers coming in. Sideways move, breakout. Price action came back down. Didn't quite make it. Wasn't quite ready back then. The following month came back within the range. Not a good sign. Try to go up again, but now you're running into this other level, this higher up level of resistance. The wicks coming in, coming down, buyers coming down, sellers coming down, and after that sideways move. But you're always making higher lows. And in December, we closed above that monthly defined breakout line at a 1781. It's pulling back close towards it, close towards the 12, still inclining 12-month moving average. And this could be the type of scenario, guys, that we're looking at. Measure moves right here, less greedy of the target. Oh, more greedy of the targets. We'll use that base here. Let's see what we're dealing with right there. So right now, this is a target that's in progress. The smaller the launching patterns that break out, they reach really fast, so it's hard to play on the monthly. You have to go on the daily or on the weekly to have a weekly close or daily close to confirm a move. But remember, the smaller time frames, the more whipsaws. So intermediate patterns close to the breakout line, bigger ones, they give you better risk environment. Lower risk, higher reward. You're able to go in. So if the monthly candle close gets confirmation, then your implied measure move is further away. So it doesn't matter that you pierced strongly above a breakout line. But ideally, if you want, you just wait for that breakout, wait for that pullback, like it's happening now. Let's see what the market's going to do, and then you can look at all the signs. And after that, when you know you're turning back up. The volume was contracting on that pullback. The 30-week average or the 12-month average has been catching up. Well, you put everything in your favor. And here is the ultimate greedy target, which I trust less, but it's still a valid until the chart morphs and invalidates that. So the highest target right now would be 2230 about, and the closer intermediate pattern that just broke out, it's giving me a target about 1972. So that's all happening right now. While the US and the Canadian are trying to break out, Australia has already done it. It's already pulling back. It's a precursor. So maybe when the others start breaking out, the pullback will be happening at the same time, and gold odd would increase with the rest of its peers expressing gold. All right, let's do on the weekly. Stan Weinstein style. So here you see the breakout. We're going above the halfway line, outperforming the SPX, above an inclining 30-week moving average. Right here, this weekly candle. And after that, this other weekly candle above the monthly defined breakout line. You had that pullback 3 weeks later. Still far away from that 30-week average. Goes up. And now you're starting to close in. Look at that. Really close to that 30-week average. We're getting close to that monthly defined resistance turns support. And right here, we're getting good risk to reward entry right here, right now on that pullback. You want, and back to zero line, so this would have to start increasing, going above. But if the price action goes below this low here, if it goes below that 12-month moving average, the 12 monthly defined support, you shouldn't be there anymore. We could always wait for the end of the month to see where that closes. If it stays above that monthly defined support, well, more weight of evidence in your favor, guys. But this has really broken out just a while back. Sideways move, consolidating, and this would be a possible move right here. You could always wait to overcome that weekly defined support, and then you get the scale in. So there's a few opportunities that are happening right here. So gold, man, always already showing some colors of breaking out against the Australian dollar. I want to check, am I in the power zone with a fast stock? Yes, I am. So uptrend, we're up here. If the fast stock could stay in overbought territory on the monthly, that's very bullish. That's what you want to see. If you're in a downtrend, you don't see that getting here, but very choppy, bring you back below 12-month moving average. This is danger zone when you're in the halfway and it can't really go through and go in either zone. You see it right here. Resembles a stage 2, dirty stage 2, stage 3. You get whipsawed. You don't want to play there. You want to be in that zone. You want to be close to staying there. And same thing on the short side. Hasn't had a lot of shorting potential. Right here, that's stage 2, stage 4 continuing. But barely, that hasn't happened often for gold. So right now, very good, very bullish that we're up here. And is there any divergence that could be consumed? Lower highs, lower lows on the indicator, higher highs. So that's very bullish. The fast stock going down with the price action refusing to, that's going to create an elastic, a reserve of energy. And on the weekly, it's the biggest reserve of a divergence you could use. Like on the monthly, we don't use it for divergence. It's the power zone you want to stay in. But weekly is a lot of built up. So when you consume that divergence, it's weeks. So you get a lot of candles, a lot of time, a lot of price action. And this could probably propulse this price action at least to go test this weekly defined resistance right here. So that's kind of bullish. So very good. I like the fact that we're really close to that 30-week average. And that's good for me, man. Gold, first breakout. Let's follow with the other currencies. And as the other ones start breaking out, we might see Australia expressing gold dollars, turning around right there and completing that pullback and resuming its stage 2 incline. All right, guys. Ciao.